Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to continue with our data-driven series and talk about guards that we can target in the off-season. Okay, we're still using the metric, the RAPTOR metric. So if this is the first time you're watching my video, alright, you can check out the previous one where I talked about this metric. Basically, it's a metric developed by 538.com. Okay, it takes into account all the different data available on NBA.com, the player tracking, the play-by-play data, all right, and it presents itself into a metric that is far more accurate than the other metrics that we're used to. Okay, so here we have the data. All right, so in last episode we looked at our own players who we should re-sign in the off season. So today we're gonna look at the open market, right? Okay, so I already sorted the data into to showing all the guards that are available, and only those players who played meaningful minutes in the regular season are listed. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's sort. So I'm assuming we would want guys who can actually play some offense and obviously can defend on the ball, right? So let's take a look at offense first. Okay, so let's say we sort this by offense. So at the top of the list we have CP3, right? Not a surprise, right? He's the heart of the offense. He gets players involved. He can get his own shot. So naturally he'll be right there at the top, right? Not surprised. So he has a player option, but I'm assuming he stays with Phoenix, right? If they make a deep run, they look like they might be able to get to the Western Finals at least, based on what we've been seeing so far. Although he's still playing on a bum shoulder and all. All right, so realistically, probably not. And he's getting a little bit older. Although I have to say this, every team that Chris Paul has gone to has improved tremendously. All right, so he's right up there, right? If you want a guy who can actually lead a team with his veteran leadership at the same time as perform on the court, so he's right up there. Okay, but let's move on down the list. Second guy is Mike Conley. He won't be cheap, and I'm guessing Utah is gonna probably want to keep him. He's a big part of their team. Next on the list, let's see. DeMar DeRozan can score in the mid range, but doesn't really play a lot of defense. It's almost a -3. It's pretty bad. Okay, next on the list. Wow, Cameron Payne. Oh, he's been balling in the playoffs, right? As the backup guard in the Phoenix Suns lineup. So, and he's on a pretty cheap contract, right? If the Suns don't keep him, I think we can actually make a run for Cameron Payne. He's been balling out, right? He had a tough early part of his career. He bounced around a little bit, and I think for a while he was known as Westbrook's dance partner. But well, he's been balling this season. Okay, but let's take a look at his 3-point percentage, right? Let's see. So if we look at his 3-point percentage, wow, he's actually pretty good. In the regular season, he's shooting at about almost 45%. So he'll be a good player to target. One who's not that expensive. He can create his own shot. He's great in the pick and roll, right? And he shoots threes. That's exactly the kind of guy we want to have, right? Someone who can create his own shot late in the shot clock, right? If Randall is being doubled, he can get his own shot. Just set a high ball screen, get downhill, he can get his own shot. It would be a pretty good pickup if we can get Cameron Payne. Next on the list is our very own D Rose, which I talked about that we actually really want to get him back on the team. Okay, let's move down the list a little bit more. Kyle Lowry, right? Championship point guard, but he's a little bit old, kind of old. I know there's been rumors of us kind of being linked with Lowry, but I'm not so sure. He's gonna command a lot of salary, and he's not exactly very young, right? But he would be a good presence on the team. It's kind of like Chris Paul, right? Next on the list, I think somebody we can also try and target, but he's gonna cost a little bit more. All right, Devontae Graham from the Hornets. You can see from the metric here, he can score for sure, right? And he's good in the pick and roll. I remember him cooking us a little bit during the regular season when we played Charlotte, right? Defense, he can provide a little bit defense. He's positive on the defensive side. Let's look at his 3-point percentage. Devontae Graham. He shoots at a pretty decent clip, alright? 38%, pretty good. Okay, also somebody who can get his own shot at the end of a shot clock, alright? Can get into the paint, good at pick and rolls. Some guy, and he's pretty young. He's the same as Payne. He's only 26, right? So a guy we can actually target. Okay, let's take a look at probably one more guy. No, not Wayne Ellington. No, not Tim Hardaway. Reggie Jackson, a little bit older, 31. Don't know about that. Okay, our own Alec Burks. I talked about if he wants to come back, we should probably try and sign him. It's a good guy, streaky guy, can score, get his own shot, but sometimes hogs the ball a little bit too much, even though when he's not shooting well. And next on the list, oh, I know I've heard about Lonzo Ball on the subreddit. A lot of guys like him. I like the way he's improved his game, right? Being able to change his shooting form, being able to shoot at a pretty high clip from 3, right? I think he's probably shooting close to 40%. Yeah, pretty good 3-point shooter. But he's not much of a create your own shot type of guy, right? Someone who can get his own shot at the end of when the shot clock is winding down. So I'm not so sure if you should go all out on ball. Okay. Next two. I know I said one more. Let's look at two more guys. Right, TJ McConnell. Right, he's a veteran guy. He knows how to lead a team. All right, organizes the team well, and he shoots a little bit of threes. Right, he can get inside, get his own shot in the paint. All right, let's see. I think he shoots pretty well from 3 also. Not that well, but it's decent. But he's good. He's good at organizing his teammates and running the team. All right, one more guy. Next guy, Kormas, 23, young shooting guard from Philadelphia. Let's see how he shoots. How well he shoots. Oh, pretty good 3-point shooter. Okay, so these are a couple of the guys which we can actually target, right, based on this metric, right? Guys who can provide some offense and defense, which is kind of our identity, right? So we need to find guys who can actually play defense. And I think I saw there was a thread on the subreddit today talking about Bryn Forbes, right? I know he's shooting well from 3, but he doesn't really play a lot of defense. The same as Kendrick Nunn, right? His name was mentioned in the rumors about him being linked with us, right? He's decent. He's pretty good pick and roll player. He can get downhill. He can shoot the 3, but defensively, Forbes and Nunn just don't seem to be doing well based on this metric. Okay. All right. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to talk about guys that we can target in the front court, like forwards and centers. Okay. All right. leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Knicks!